So, guys, once again, here we are talking about Robert Downey Jr. returning as Tony Stark and as, of course, Iron Man. Everyone wants to know. Now, Robert Downey Jr., the past several months, every time anyone puts a microphone in front of his face, he says, "Yeah, I'd come back, leave the door open." The Russo brothers, who directed him in Endgame and Infinity War, and Kevin Feige, the Marvel guru and big boss, the big cheese, say no, it's not going to happen. But Robert Downey Jr. keeps talking about it. Latest interview, Variety.com. This is a great series. It's called Actors on Actors. So they get two actors, and instead of having a reporter or journalist be a moderator and ask them questions, the actors ask each other questions. This one is Jodi Foster interviewing Robert Downey Jr. and vice versa. They ask questions of each other. Great little interview, but of course, what does everybody want to know about and want to hear about and think they're going to get a scoop? Robert Downey Jr. and vice versa. They ask questions of each other. Great little interview, but of course, it's saved to the end. Jodi Foster asks him, quote, "Would you think of putting the suit back on again for Tony Stark?" Downey says, "It's just crazily in my DNA. Probably the most like me character I've ever played, even though he's way cooler than I am. I've become surprisingly open-minded to the idea. Between Naiad, that's the movie that Jodie Foster's in, and Night Country, and for me, Oppenheimer, and then Sympathizer, another movie he's co-starring in, it really is crazy because we look pretty good. I was actually looking at the stills we were taking, making sure, do we still look kind of okay? I'm like, we look pretty good. So there you have it. So for what it's worth, of course, I love Robert Downey Jr. and I love him as Iron Man, but is it possible? Now, look, I'm not talking about in the sci-fi comic book way, of course. Time travel, multiverse. There's a host of science fiction ways and look at I always look at Search for Spock, Wrath of Khan. They killed off Spock, brought him back for the search for Spock, and so you can do this today. The multiverse is all a rage. You know that it'll happen if they want it, but Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers, the Infinity War and Endgame directors, are like, no, we close the book. I think Kevin Feige said something like it was a beautiful end to the character. That, page is turned, the chapter, the book is closed. That's it. So, if they bring him back as a multiverse or time travel, is that cheating? Well, yeah, just like maybe even Search for Spock, it was cheating in a way, but it was done so sort of poetically and so wonderfully and even, dare I say, believably or authentically and realistic in terms of science fiction. People loved it. Everyone loved it. I'd love to see it. Now, you look at all the Marvel shows, of course. You look at, they just keep coming up with them, and maybe a prequel series Marvel show. Why not? But so we'll see. So stay tuned because I don't think we've heard the end of this. I think we're definitely going to hear more of the return of Iron Man. I mean, obviously he's coming back, right? They're all coming back. Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, they're all coming back in some form. The Avengers are coming back. It's only a matter of time. So now, are they just going to recast completely, or are they going to give people a taste or two of the classics and the old school? We'll see. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're subscribing. See you soon.